If you are not upset with rejections, and if you are a few months into this business, you should be making at least $10,000 a week. I hope you realize that nothing comes for free. There is a price for everything. Do you realize that? You go to a shop and you want to buy something, you got to pay money. If you want to buy that particular thing, how much money should you give? Whatever the price of that product is, you have to give the full amount of money. Only then you get what you want. Your dreams have a price also. And you will have to pay the price for your dreams. Now, your price for your dreams is not in money. You don't pay the price using money. How do you pay the price for your dreams? The sacrifices you make, the rejections you take, the hardships you go through. Every time somebody makes fun of you, you take it and you move forward. That is the price for achieving financial freedom. Now, many of you are upset when you get rejected. Yes or no? How many of you are not upset when you get rejected? You're not upset. Okay. See, I told you there are a bunch of liars. I'm going to prove to you that you're lying. If you are not upset with rejections, and if you are a few months into this business, you should be making at least $10,000 a week. Are you doing it? Oh, why is it? Why are you not making $10,000 a week? Is it possible if you had spoken to 100 prospects a day, okay, or 200 prospects a day, every day, since whenever you signed up, or 300 prospects a day? I don't know. But is it possible that there was a number of people that you could have spoken to, and if you had done it every day since the day you signed up, you probably would have been making $10,000 a week? Possible? So what stopped you from doing that? Don't tell me that you are in a place where the number of prospects are less. The last time I checked, India has, what's the population now? 1.2 billion. So you live in a place where there are plenty of people. Now you can say, maybe I don't know how to reach these 300 a day or 400 a day or 200 a day or whatever, but there is a way. The only reason why you have not done it is because you don't like rejection. Now what hurts when you get rejected? You don't lose your head, you don't lose your hand, leg, nothing. Somebody says no. The only place that hurts is inside you. There's nothing else. Whether you call it ego or pride or whatever, when somebody rejects you, you feel as though, my God, how dare this person reject me? Or you feel as though, oh my God, got rejected. I knew this business was a scam. I should have never joined this. I should have never done this. Oh, no, how am I going to get more people? It's either one of this that happens. Either you get scared and run away, or your ego all flares up. Apart from this, nothing happens when you get rejected. Rejection is just somebody's opinion. You showed something to somebody. Are they entitled for an opinion? Is it illegal in India to have an opinion? So, they have an opinion. They may have an opinion that it is a scam. They may have an opinion that they don't want to do it. They may have an opinion of whatever. They may even have an opinion that you are stupid for doing it. But that is their opinion. So as long as it is not illegal in your country for somebody to have their opinion, what is your problem? Now your problem is their opinion is different from your opinion. That is your problem. So, has that ever happened in the past with anything else that other people had different opinions about the things that you like? Are there people who dislike the food that you like? Are there people who dislike the movies that you like? People who dislike the music that you like? So what did you do? Just go hide under the bed and refuse to leave? No. That's the exact same thing you got to do here. Now you can learn skills from your uplines so that you can prospect better, present better, close better, and all that stuff. But let me tell you one thing. There is no level of expertise that you can reach where you will never face any rejection. That will never happen. In these years, since I started, I would have been rejected by, I don't know, about 1,500 people, about 1,500 people would have rejected me. Is that okay? Did I die? Now, I would have wished and hoped that all the 1,500 would sign up with me, but only 200 did, so only 200 directs. But what I want to tell you is, it doesn't matter who you become. You can become the super duper V partner, fly around in your own private jet, but you will never reach a stage where everybody whom you talk to will sign up. That will never happen. Rejection is a reality. Now, sometimes you might get rejected a little bit more than you really want, and that's fine. Rejection is just somebody's opinion. And we should not be living our lives based on somebody else's opinion. Their opinion may be formed from their own beliefs, their fear, and all that. But that's fine. You might have loved ones in your family who don't support you. Does that happen? It happens in every family. My mother did not like me doing this business. And when she heard that I was going to do this full time, she was so upset. Every person coming from my hometown to Bahrain at that time, she would go meet them and tell, please explain to my son that he should not leave a good job with a company like Unilever and do all this kind of stupid businesses. But today, she is so proud that I am doing this business. And she even talks to people, her relatives or whatever, when they tell about the money problems their kids are having, like their son lost the job and this and all that stuff, they would tell, why don't your son do something like my son is doing? Our loved ones might take some time to understand, and that is fine. The reason why they sometimes advise us not to do it is because of their fear. It's their fear. You don't have to adopt their fear. See, let me ask you one thing. Those who have children, if you have children, okay? And if your child is going to do something which you are afraid of, okay? It is not a dangerous thing. It's perfectly okay, whatever it is. But you are shit scared of doing it. If you are so scared, and if your child is going to do it, what will you do? You will do whatever it takes to discourage your child. That's it. And how are you going to do it? By talking, by screaming, by doing whatever. But what you're actually doing is you are putting your fear onto the child. That's all what you're doing. Logically, it doesn't make any sense to be afraid of what your child was going to do. Logically. But for some reason, you had the conditioning of fear for that particular activity. And when you heard your child was going to do it, you just tried to put your fear onto the child. That's all. So, is it possible that your parents, your wife, your husband, your loved ones, they have a fear of rejection? Possible? Possible or no? Does your loved ones, whoever it is discouraging you, do they have fear of rejection? Do you think they have fear of failure? So, they're just afraid that you are going to fail. They're just afraid that you are going to get so much rejection because of what's happening around in the media and that you might fail. And they don't want it because they are afraid of failure. And they are trying to put that failure, the fear, onto you. That's it. It's not because they hate you. Now, there are people who would try to stop you because they hate you. That is possible also. See, if you have a love for how others think of you, if you care so much about how others think of you, then you should just give up any hope of becoming successful.